Inhale, sweep up to the sky. Squeeze your legs together as you fold forward. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, halfway open up the heart. And exhale to fold. Okay, step it back, downward facing dog. So let's take the right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, take a big step forward. Walk your fingertips forward. Again, this is a good time for blocks or a chair. Lift the left leg behind you off the ground. If you need to bend the standing leg, that's fine. See here, see this why this would be so cool, right? To be this high. Okay. We're going to move into half moon by stacking the left hip on top of the right and floating the left arm to the sky, reaching through all the limbs. Lower your left hand back down. Pick up the right heel as you flip back into parallel and then lower the right heel. So I'm just doing a little up and down on my lower heel. Just when I noticed it helped my hip. Okay, so you're going to open, back up, half moon. Stack. Reach the left arm to the sky. Lower the left hand, and as you flip back to parallel, lift the right heel. Flip and lower the right heel. One more time. Half moon, stack. Maybe turn your gaze up to the sky on this last one. Lower the left hand, lift the right heel as you flip the hips back parallel, lower the heel. Take a big step back. And as you take quick kickstand, your right foot goes behind your left. And your right arm goes over your head. So you went from side plank into a bit of a back bend. Right foot is behind as a little kickstand, and you're pushing yourself into the back bend. Right arm over your head. As you come back through the center into plank, pigeon, take your right leg forward, pigeon, and come all the way down. Come on down the forearms. If you need support under your hips, use a blanket or a block. And if you need to do this pose on your back for the hip stretch, you can. Wherever you find yourself in the pose, find the breath. Quiet so that you can listen to the whole pose. Awareness of where you need to stay active. So keep length in the back ankle. Keep a slight hug of your back leg in towards the midline of the mat. Keep feeling the right hip drawing behind you. That action is going to stay. Keep some flexion in the right foot that's available. Soften the sides of the neck and the jaw. Find the right position or support for your head so that it's not just hanging. Okay, it hangs all day long staring at a computer. So either hold it up or stack fists underneath the forehead or place the block or a pillow underneath the forehead. And take a few more breaths. Now start to walk yourself to an upright position in the pose so that there's a back bend. Light on the hands, on the floor or on the shin, and lifting the body upwards. I want to really keep the back leg hugging in towards the midline. If you have more room, you deepen your back bend. Bend the back leg, catch the foot with the same hand, same side, and then draw the heel in towards the hip. Keep it down if that's too much in the low back, or obviously if the quadriceps are saying no thank you. Working to keep the chest facing forward. If you still can take it even further, you're welcome to try mermaid, which is to take the foot into the elbow. Now I have to really flex through the lower foot, right arm to the sky, and hands together. Last 2 breaths. And gently release the pose. Okay, so shake it out. Take either vinyasa, downward facing dog, shaking the leg, or even taking tabletop, cat-cow, or some circles as a way to release the pose. So a little bit of movement wherever you are, just taking that breath into the body to release any excess tension. Okay, from downward facing dog, we're going to lift the left leg into the air, then step forward. Move the hands forward on the fingertips, block or chair. Float the right leg behind you. So we're returning to that lovely half moon exercise, okay? If you need to, bend the standing leg. That back leg, make it super strong. Flex out through the foot. Okay, half moon. Stack the hips and take your right arm to the sky. Stretch through the side of the body and through the crown of the head, all the way to the back heel. I'm going to first lower right hand. I'm going to lift the left heel a little bit as I flip back into parallel, lower the heel. So now my toes are flexing straight down. Back to half moon. Stack the hips and stretch the right arm to the sky, lengthening through the crown and the back heel. Lower the right hand, lift the left heel to help you flip, lower the heel, back to parallel. Last time, stack the hips. Maybe if you're feeling balanced, turn the gaze up to the sky. Smiling really does help, I promise. Lower the hand, flip it back to parallel. And we move from plank pose into side plank into kickstand. Big step back. Take your left leg all the way behind the right. Side looks like side plank, but with the foot behind for the kickstand. Take the left arm over the head. Big stretch. Breath. Turn back to the middle. Sit up pigeon. Left leg forward. If it needs cushion, place it. If you need to lay on your back, do it. And take the forearms to the floor. Okay. That one easier on that side for me because it's my stronger leg. So once we're in pigeon, find a happy place again, a supportive place for your head. Stacked fists under the forehead, a block, a pillow, something just to help you to not hang your head. Find the actions, long back ankle, spread through the toes. Hug the back leg in towards the midline of the mat. Move your left hip more behind you, scoop the tailbone down. Some flexion in the left foot. And stay with the breath, with the pose. This pose can be an easy one to just kind of flop in, but that's not going to be good for the hip joint. Okay, so keeping these actions is going to create more spaciousness in the hip joint and help you to feel your stretch a little bit more. Inhaling to bring yourself upright into the back bend. So any amount that you can walk your hands in, you'll start to feel that hip flexor psoas stretch. That's great. If you have more room, same hand to foot. Bringing the heel in towards the hip. And then turning the gaze back forward. Okay, that mermaid, just so I can talk it through again for some future time for you. The foot into the elbow. Left arm to the sky. Bend and catch the hand. Then do your best to turn your chest back forward. Gently release it. Again, same shake out. So down dog, vinyasa, plank cobra, down dog, or tabletop, some circles and cat cow. Now, whatever feels good, maybe within that range of options. Shaking that out.